Welcome to Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour. Hi, Susan. We're back.
We're back.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Hey, and if you're not listening to our episodes and you didn't hear the one from Wednesday, you're crazy. It was a good one. You had to hear Kathy and I go at it. So we have another solo episode, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, let's talk about what's new with you, what's new with me, what's going on in your life, Susan.
Woo, I had a fierce couple days. Actually, Kathy, I was in New York, and I heard that the Goldens from our show, plus the ones from night one, they were all meeting at Carmine's. I was in Soho meeting people from a different show that I did and having dinner. So I said to the girl that was with me, come on, we're going to go surprise them. You know Carmine's? You've been in a Carmine's, right?
Yeah.
They're loud.
Yeah.
It's Italian. Well, here we go. The screams that came out. If I were sitting there having dinner, I probably would have left.
Well,
but it was great to surprise
everybody.
them.
I would have loved to have been there, but I couldn't be there because I've been spending an extended time here in Canada visiting my sister. And I just got to say, first of all, have you ever been to Canada, Susan?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, you know,
several times.
Canadians are the nicest, the friendliest of people. Hello to all my Canadian friends out there. But here's the thing. People talk about how Canadians are so friendly and polite. Honest to God, we are, my sister and I are standing, and there's a red light and for us and a green light for the cars, and the cars are stopping.
Slow down.
And
yeah,
they're like, go. And I'm like, it's not a pedestrian walkway. And they're going, go ahead. No, you go. No, you go. Oh, please.
Because in Austin, they'll run you over.
But the point here is everyone is so
nice.
doggone polite. It is crazy.
It is
then we were shopping, and I am, when I'm traveling and I go incognito, I had on a bucket hat and dark glasses, and someone came up to me. I was in a store and said, it's you, isn't it?
I bet you love that.
Well, but Susan, if you'd seen me, I look like something the dog dragged in. And I
Don't
said,
tell anybody that.
Oh, I did. I had no makeup. She goes, I could just tell it was you. I love, went through the whole thing, how much. So I love Canada. I love Canadians. They are so polite, so friendly. And you know what? It's a little cooler here than Austin, Texas.
Not when I was just there. God, Cassie, they had a heat wave. I packed hoodies because everybody knows it's cooler at night in Canada. I was outside of Toronto.
Yeah.
And they had a heat wave. It was 104. I was dying. But Kathy, were you surprised when I sent you the text from all the Goldens? They were going, hi, Kathy. Hi,
yeah,
Nancy.
That was really fun. And, I knew I was trying to get there, but I had been in New York on vacation, and then I left New York to come here. But I would have loved to have surprised them. That was really great. You did that.
But I'm just saying, your girlfriend here thought of you and said, let's everybody say hi.
You know what? That's
just a thoughtful friend.
Susan is just the best. She does my hair. She's just, Susan's all that. All right. Today, we are going to answer more of your fan questions. And y'all know we love to answer these.
And don't forget, if you guys have a question for either one of us, send them in. Just go to bachelornation.com/golden hour and we're going to read them.
Yep. And send us some advice, reviews, anything. We'd love to answer it. But before we get to those questions, we're going to go with our question of the day. And here it is, Susan. What is the number one piece of advice you would give your younger self if you could when it comes to dating?
We already know that one. That's a no-brainer.
Go. What is it?
A red flag is a red flag. It took me 60 years. That would have been my advice. If you see something, they're not going to change.
Okay, I'll drink to that. I also though would say
we're not drinking yet, Kath. It's not yet. It's coming, but it's not yet.
I can wish, right? I can wish. No, I agree with that. But the piece of advice I would give myself is just be confident. I wasn't as confident then.
Nobody is. Right.
I know, but that you said what advice? It would just be believe in yourself, because if you believe in yourself, everybody else will believe in you. I didn't know that when I was young. I just didn't.
Which I preach right now. I mean, I say it all the time.
I tell my kid. Well, of course, my kids aren't that young, and they're married.
But don't you think it's hard at that age? Like you're self-checking all the time, or you're not amounting. You want to be the best at something, and you're not. You're good, but you always have self-doubt. But like you said,
Yeah, but
If
you know
they
what?
would listen, that'd be great advice.
It would be, but you know what? It's like, do you remember like when I went off to college, when you went off to beauty school? Like everybody's in it for the first time, right? So
Yeah.
you're scared, I'm scared. Just realize that everyone's in the same boat. That's the advice I
But when you look at some confident people that you grew up with, you never would think that.
That's
You would
right.
think,
But now
why-
we know better.
why
They were
can't
just
I-
faking it,
Yes.
Susan. They were faking it. They were faking it. They were.
Damn, but that would be our advice for sure.
I know. Ugh.
All righty.
Oh, wait,
We're
when it
gonna
comes
get
to
into
dating,
our
though?
questions. What?
When
Yeah.
I say when it comes to dating,
Yeah.
I have the
Red flags.
why aren't we dating?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe, Kath, we're busy, but I'm out there. You're out there. We're traveling. We're meeting people. I meet people every day.
Listen,
Nobody
I met
that
a woman
wants to
in a
take me
department
on a
store.
date.
I met a woman in a department store in Canada. She said her uncle wants to meet me. I said, all right, we can do a transcontinental, whatever it's called. We can do that. Haven't heard from him.
It's not that far. It's not that far at all. Not for me, anyhow. Canada's right up the street.
It's just customs. I hate going through the
I know.
border.
I know.
All right, let's get
Oh,
going with our
boy.
questions.
We
Go
got
ahead.
our Q&As. Okay, so Alex asks, hi, ladies. I love your podcast and listen weekly. Thanks, Alex. I am 27, about to move in with my boyfriend of 3 years. We're super excited, although I am sad to say goodbye to my apartment and give up that independence. I've never lived with a roommate or partner before. So what advice do you have to help us have a smooth transition to this new chapter? We both work 2 jobs, and I anticipate us not seeing each other a whole lot during the work week. I would love to hear your advice on this topic. Thanks a ton.
Okay, this to me is maybe one of the easiest questions we've ever had. Alex, here's the deal. You're not giving up your independence if you don't think you're giving up your independence.
You are.
Well, I don't know if Alex is a boy or a girl, but either way,
A girl, I think she said.
okay.
But, well,
Here's the thing. It doesn't really matter. What you guys have to do is make date time for each other and have a consciously, put a time on the calendar, a scheduled appointment where you guys spend time together. And that's going to be the transition, is having your alone time. I don't think that's going to be that big a problem because you both work
because they
2
both
jobs,
work.
right?
Yeah,
So
that
the
should help a
transition is
lot.
going to be, set up chores lists. Who's going to do the grocery shopping? Who's going to do the laundry? If you communicate on those things and you're not going to be a mind reader. That's the mistake I think a lot of people make. Why didn't he know that he was supposed to have dinner ready for me? Or, why didn't she have my clothes waiting, whatever it is? Why didn't she pick up my dry cleaning? I don't know.
conversation.
Maybe you didn't ask her.
But something that she said struck home with me.
Yeah.
It is your independence. It's your place. You when you come home, it's exactly like you left it. That might not be the case. I'm not saying he's going to be a slob or not. And sometimes it's like being in a fairy tale. It works out so perfectly. I don't know what I could tell you besides, like Kathy just said, communicate with him and decide who's going to be responsible for what so it goes smoothly.
Well, wait a minute.
I've moved into
Go ahead.
a boyfriend's one time. We had these conversations. When my moving truck came, I thought the man was going to have a heart attack. He lost the closet. I brought furniture with
But wait
me.
a minute. I have a
it
question.
was-
When you moved in with
yeah.
your guy,
Yeah.
this Alex sounds like she's going to prison. I mean,
I-
forget about it. You can
After
go
my
out,
experience, I get it.
but I'm saying you can.
It's not your place anymore.
But you
I
go
had to
out,
do
you
things
can go out
his
with
way.
your friends. No, it isn't.
But wait, are they getting a place together, right?
Yes.
She's not moving into his place.
Who cares?
Ah, that's big. That's huge. If you two went and got
Susan,
a place together.
it's not huge. His
Yeah, it
shit
is.
goes to the curb, and you furnish it the way you want to.
But Kathy, if you were to move into some man's home,
I had a guy
That's
ask me to
his
move in his
home.
home. I
but
had
you
a
didn't
guy.
do it.
I didn't.
You
do
didn't
it.
do it.
I didn't do it.
If somebody moved into your home and you do your thing the way you do, there's going to be stuff.
But okay,
His
that's
stuff.
fair. That's fair. But
I think the best scenario is get a place together and start fresh.
Start fresh. But also, I think when Alex is talking about independence, maybe Alex likes to go out with her girlfriends or boyfriends, whatever. You have to say, you know what? We're moving in together, but I still go out with my girlfriends, or I still play pickleball on Fridays. Don't give up everything in your life. That's not what makes a good relationship.
And hopefully, she'll already have been doing that, and he's aware of it.
Yeah,
and if he's not something brand new,
if he's not, make him aware.
Now that we live together, I'm going out 3 times a week.
He or she might have to.
Good luck, sweetie. I think it's going to be fine.
All right, let us know. Good luck, by the way, moving in. It can be great. We wish you all the best in your move.
These bosses on the commission had
summer sales event is on.
Okay. Maggie writes, "Hi, Susan and Kathy. Big fan of you both. Your podcast always makes me smile and has been my happy outlet during a really hard time in my life. I really need your advice, so I hope you answer my question." Well, Maggie, we're about to. Here we go.
Here we are.
I'm 30 years old and have been with my boyfriend for over 10 years. He's definitely the one. Our favorite thing to do together is eat. Cooking together, trying new cuisines, and checking out new restaurants and bars in our city.
My kind of people.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Susan can identify. I had to have brain surgery very unexpectedly in June, and one of the post-op side effects has been temporary inability to swallow due to nerve damage. I currently can't eat or drink anything by mouth, which has not only been a huge challenge for me personally, but has also put a damper on our relationship. We miss cooking and eating out together so much. My boyfriend has been so incredibly supportive, but I know he's having a hard time with this too. How do I keep positive and find other non-food related activities to keep our relationship alive and fun? Thank you so much. I love you, ladies.
That sucks.
I am
that
sitting.
Poor girl.
Yeah, but Susan, she's had unexpected brain surgery. And
out of nowhere.
Yeah, and she's...
And worried about him. God bless her.
Really? She's worried about...
And he's super supportive. I mean, it sounds like a good relationship.
It does. He's having a hard time, too. You know what I say? Maggie, tell your boyfriend to go out and have a great dinner by himself, or Maggie, go with him and just don't eat and have the company. But you know what, sweetie?
And still do cooking together, even though you can't eat it.
Yeah, but the most important thing, Maggie, is you getting better. That's where you need to focus right now, sweetie, on getting better. Your boyfriend is supportive. That's what matters.
Incredibly supportive. Yep. Is that not beautiful right there?
Yeah. And
I'm
you
sure
know what?
he misses it, but he loves you more.
Yes. And she says it's a really hard time in her life. You know what I'm guessing, Susan?
Sure it is.
You know what I'm guessing? It's a whole lot harder for her than it is for him.
Because she feels bad.
And she's missing, literally eating and having that literally swallowing the delicious food.
What if that were me, Kath? You know how I'd be.
You know,
okay?
How would I be?
I couldn't. She would miss a beat. This one don't eat. Are you kidding? She don't even enjoy cooking.
I mean,
she likes the going out part.
Susan, I scrambled eggs this morning for my sister. I take offense at that. I did.
No,
I scrambled eggs and I buttered toast.
I was at her house. Let me tell you. She had the things. She said, "There it is."
Guys, I have a fully equipped kitchen. Truly,
she had everything
kitchen.
I needed.
Yep, I have a chef's kitchen, and it's just like
It was the best kitchen ever to maneuver around. This one wants to get it catered. I said, "I'm here. Why are we doing that for?"
My sister, she keeps saying to me every day, "What do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner?" I'm like, I don't care. Like
she passes that meal.
But come on, people out there, not everybody. I love the fun of going out with people, but it's the camaraderie, it's the friendship, it's the standing with Susan while she's cooking for me. And I love to do dishes.
She will do the dishes. She will clean up.
Dishes. But
so see, that's a partnership right there. That takes two. You know.
But Maggie,
but honey, we're praying for you.
Yeah, but just one last thing before we move on.
Yeah.
How do I keep positive? I'll tell you, Maggie. Every day, just be grateful that you're getting better and you will swallow soon and you'll be able to do those things. Non-food related activities. Oh my heavens. Take a walk, go kayaking, go for a swim, go bowling. I mean, there's so many activities that don't relate to food.
Beach,
go to the beach.
Hold hands, go watch a sunset.
Yeah.
You'll
It's
find
about
things,
you
but-
two. It's about you two together. It's not, if your relationship, guys, Maggie, let me say
It's
this,
so good.
and I don't mean it to be funny, but if your relationship is totally about food and cooking and eating together, you better rethink your relationship, right? It's got to be more than that.
I mean, there's other things.
That's what I'm
yes,
saying.
Yes.
So go
but that's
build.
their fun thing. That's the thing they enjoy. But don't make that
The thing.
the worst.
Yeah.
You couldn't help what happened to you. He is there for you. Yes, he kind of misses it. Like I said, every now and then splurge and cook with him, even though you can't enjoy it. But God bless you both.
Yeah. And hopefully you'll be back to eating soon. And when you do,
Absolutely.
Maggie, invite Susan and me. We'd love to come.
Please, or I'll come. I'll eat with him. Trust me. Kathy and you can chit chat all you want, and I'll eat with him. I think it'll work.
We can suck milkshakes with a straw, Maggie. We'll have a blast. Okay.
Maggie, thanks for reaching
And
out
feel
to us.
better
We're so
soon.
glad you did. Okay, the next one is from Jamie. As an older dater, I feel like I'm having to give up on some of my quotation things I'm looking for in a man. Oh boy. Because the pool of eligible men is shrinking. I know when I was younger, we always said, don't change your standards and expectations. But there were many more fish in the sea at that time. How do you ladies feel about it? Jamie, I wrote the book. I mean, you are so right.
Well,
But,
yeah, go ahead.
He might not be as gorgeous. Like I know my cousin Donna, when she goes on the dating, I don't like that picture. I go, Donna, we're over 60 now. They don't have the looks they used to have. So it's not just about a physical appearance or look. I like tall men. I don't mind short men anymore. You know what I mean? I used to be stuck on that. It's about what's inside. But you're right. There's not a ton of fish still swimming in the sea. I believe that men pass before women. So I also believe there's more women in the world than there are men. So I feel you. I don't know, Kath, what can we say?
Well, I think I'm not sure what Jamie's standards and expectations are, but one thing, there's certain standards and expectations I'm never changing.
Well, you don't settle, right?
Well,
You don't.
I think you have to settle on some things, but I want to be respected. I want kindness. I want to be loved. I want to be cherished. All those things. And Jamie,
Those never change.
I'm never giving up on those. Susan's right. If the guy's a little shorter, so I'll look over his head. I can, I can polish his bald spot for him. I don't care about that. Where when I was younger, I did. They had to be a certain
Yes,
height.
yes,
I don't really care that much.
Is that what she means?
I don't
about
know,
that?
but I
don't
will
know.
say-
things she's looking for in a man.
Yeah, it depends what's the most important thing to you, but don't give up on quality standards. And you know what? That's a lot of us. Susan and I, we've talked about this. That's why I have so much fun. Susan, we get together, we have a great time. And honestly, I'd rather hang with my girlfriends and have a great time than put up with a guy and say
That you're not
this
happy
is,
with.
Yeah, this is the best that's out there. I'd rather not have a guy. So there you have it.
So, Jamie, you're not alone.
Yeah.
But like Kathy said, you do want somebody to treat you nice.
Yeah. And don't
You might
ever give
not
up on that, Jamie.
No,
right?
absolutely not, because you're better off alone then.
Yeah.
But
Susan.
thank you for sharing it with us.
Yeah. Susan treats me nicely. She cooks for me.
Of course I do.
All right. Here's the next one. Anonymous writes, Hi, Kathy and Susan. Staying anonymous because I really don't want this to come out in my personal life. I found out this week that my dad is having an affair with my old babysitter, and I don't know how to tell my stepmom. I was visiting home this week. I'm in college and stay in my apartment over the summer as well. But I came home just to get some family time. I ended up arriving earlier than expected. So when I got home, I saw my dad and my old babysitter kissing on our couch. She immediately left, blushing like crazy and refusing to make eye contact with me. My dad just sighed and stayed on the couch. Me? I was in total shock. I was just frozen. As for my stepmom, I really like her. I moved away for college around the same time she moved in after their wedding, so I haven't been able to get super close to her. However, I really like her and respect her, especially because she gets along really well with my mom. I really don't want to tell my mom because I know it'll be triggering. My dad cheated on her with an old coworker, and that led to their divorce. This is such a weird position for me to be in. After I caught them and the girl left, I finally started to basically yell, WTF, which is, we all know what that means, at my dad. He said he had to go, quote, clear his head, which I'm sure meant track down the babysitter to reconcile. He went for a drive, and I went to my room to talk to my best friend. My stepmom is getting back from a girls' trip in a couple of days, and I still have no idea what I'm going to do. My dad and I have silently been avoiding each other as well. I know I have to tell my stepmom, but I have no idea how to. She deserves to know the truth, but I'm honestly scared my dad will never talk to me again. Any advice would be so appreciated. Love you, ladies. Do not tell the stepmom.
Get out of there.
Honey, go back to
You
college.
Get involved.
Do
and
not.
you know what? Unfortunately, once a cheat, always a cheat. I know that saying, but people do change. But your father is showing his true colors, and he is shitting himself right now, worried that you're going to tell. Don't tell your mom. Maybe on one day, if your mom's trashing your dad, feeling, yeah, mom, you're right. He did it again, but no, I would stay out of it.
Stay out of it, sweetie, because here's the thing.
You'll get the blame somehow.
Yeah, it's not going to change anything. If your dad, if once a cheater, always a cheater, I don't know about that, but I do know that your dad has at least shown a pattern of cheating. And I don't care if she's your babysitter or the librarian or the cook next door. It doesn't
Woman
matter.
next door,
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Go back to your college life. And you know what? I hope you take this lesson of what it means to be loyal and honest and live your own life when you have a family better than your dad did.
And it's sad that your dad can't look you in the eye,
Well,
Like,
again,
I would probably say, Dad, just you and your father, why do you bother living with somebody if this is what you want to do? I'm losing respect, but it is your father.
you would,
father.
you're
She
women.
loves him.
You would, I would so say nothing. I would say, you know what, Dad, I'm not even going there. I don't even, go live your life, and I'd go back to college and live mine. Because you can already tell she doesn't respect him. She may deserve to know the truth, Anonymous, but here's the
Not
thing.
from you.
It's not your job to tell her the truth. So good luck
That's
with that.
tough. I wish you didn't see that.
Oh, I know. Some things can never be unseen. Okay, Susan, favorite time of the day for me.
Oh,
It's-
moral quandary.
It's time for Moral Quandary, and I'm going to get us started with the first one. So here we go.
Go ahead.
Your best friend has gotten a lot of filler and Botox, but she's significantly happier. Do you suggest trying to use less or let her do what she wants, even if it doesn't look great? What would I do? Since you and I both get filler and Botox, you shouldn't
I
have to
know.
think too long on this one.
I mean, if you think something doesn't look great, you're going to tell me. You're not going to tell me to use less, or you're going to say, Susan, when did they do that? Maybe you should have that adjusted because we're friends.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
tell you if one eyebrow
and
was
it's-
up here,
yeah,
one was
it
down
says
here.
your best friend, and
You tell them.
You tell them. We both agree on that. I can't even believe it. We're there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the
Look
next
at
one.
us. Look at us go. You're at a friend's party and you totally clogged the toilet. It's happened to me. Is it a quiet corner of the
too.
house and no one saw you go in or leave? Do you slip out and pretend it wasn't you? Do you inform the host of the house? Anything?
Oh, what would I do?
Slip out?
Oh, Susan.
First of all, I courtesy flush.
Wait a minute. You've clogged the toilet. You think I would walk out?
Come on.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you're so wrong. I would quietly go to the host and say, I
Help,
have
I need
clogged
a
your
plunger."
toilet. Could you please tell me where there's a plunger? I'm so embarrassed. And
Well, you know what? It depends on my age because I probably did it as a youngster and I would never tell. Now today I would do the same. And we're saying I'm
and
doing
you
it wrong,
just did it
Kathy.
again.
I did it. Why do I have to play this game every week? Hey, callers, listeners, one of you call and you play the game. I'll read the questions. How about that? Because I can't play this game.
Okay, we're moving on to the next one. We're going to see how I do. Susan, this is a test. Let's see if you can do it.
I know. I'm trying.
All
Okay,
right.
zip it.
You're, no, that I don't want you to zip it.
I'm telling me to zip it.
All right. You're on a 6th date, a picnic in the park with who you hope will be your new boyfriend. I'm sorry, if you're on a 6th date, isn't he probably your boyfriend? Okay.
No, Kath, I learned that this year.
Oh, that's
Go
right.
ahead.
You did. Never mind. Okay. After the picnic, he starts walking away with a trail of garbage behind him. Do you confront him about leaving his trash, just clean it up and say nothing, or leave the trash behind as well? What would I do? Susan,
Oh,
don't get
God,
this
we're
wrong.
twins here.
What?
We are twins.
What? Tell me.
Are you kidding me?
What
You're
would-
going to leave trash? No. You're going to call him. Yo, dude, help me pick this up. What are you going to do? Leave it? This is how you like to live? Oh, no.
No.
That's a no-brainer.
Okay. Again, you blew it. You were right.
I said,
You
yeah, I
said
am
we
right.
would both do the same thing. You were
Yes.
just
Oh,
supposed,
you're
to
supposed
say,
yes. Oh, whatever.
I'm telling you, friends.
That's
friends,
not a good one.
friends.
Call in
we're-
and play this
we're-
game with
we're
her,
gonna keep
please.
playing this
Because she
game.
insists on playing it
You know what we're going to do,
every damn
Susan?
week.
We're not going to have any guests for the next 6 months. We're just going to play Moral Quandary and see if you can
With
get
the
it right.
guest.
Jeez. All right, go. Do the next one.
God help me. You're at a concert with all your closest friends and you're having a great time. You get approached by security and they offer to bring you backstage, but you can only bring one other friend. Do you choose someone and go or decline and stay with all your friends? You're all equally huge fans of this artist, so feelings would definitely be hurt if they didn't get chosen to go along.
What would I do?
Take one and go. You wouldn't? You would refuse? You would give it up?
If I were there with you,
I don't know, Kathy, at all, really.
I-
I mean, honestly.
I would say, you know what? I'm here with my best friends. I would love to do it, but I would absolutely not go and take one. If we all love the artist, I wouldn't do it. I'd say,
and there were 7 of us.
I'm saying-
sorry, just one person who's coming now.
well, I
You
don't,
guys fight
I
over
think,
it. I'm not picking.
I don't think you would do it either. I think you'd want to, but I don't think you would just say, come on, Kathy.
Maybe not at my age now.
Oh,
but-
well, Susan, the moral quandary
I
is where we are
can't.
now,
I
not
hate
when we
this
were 10
game.
years old.
I hate the game, Kath. Have I told you I hate
Oh,
this
my-
game?
Okay, friends, if I'm saying in your life right now, Susan, you would not take one friend and do it. But I'm going to say to you, if you were
I
going to do
better
it,
pick you.
bloody well better take me or you're dead to me.
You see what I'm up against? Go ahead.
All right.
Kath.
Your friend that owns a bakery really wants to make your daughter's wedding cake. Even though she's really talented, she's terrible with time management. Do you let her bake the cake and be really stern with her about deadlines, or do you opt to not take a chance and go with a different baker? What would you do? It's no brainer. You would have your friend do it because you're so loyal to your friends and family. You'd have her do it and you'd lay down the law. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would I do?
I don't know anymore. I don't even know you.
Who are you?
You're going to make me miss the opportunity to meet the artist.
No,
I'm
actually,
still on that
no,
one.
actually, Susan, I would miss
Me
the
and you would
opportunity,
sneak it
and
off.
you would miss it. But when you get the chance, you're taking me. It's a win-win.
No, Kathy, it's your good friend. You would definitely stay on them and let them make the cake.
Oh my God! Ding, ding, ding! She
Yeah.
got one right.
I got one right, ladies
Oh,
and gentlemen.
geez. I hate to go on. We've
Okay.
got one more because I'd
Oh,
like
God,
to
there's
end on a
another
high
one.
note. But,
Isn't the time up yet? I mean, come on.
all right.
While meeting your friend's new boyfriend.
Well, we neither of us have one, so this is going to be tough for you to do.
You realize almost everything they told this guy is a lie. Oh, God. Later in the evening, the boyfriend confides in you that he thinks he might already be falling in love with your friend. How do you proceed?
Oh, what would you do?
Wait a minute. Read that again. Read it
Basically, let me paint this really clearly, Susan.
to me. Oh, my God.
I'm meeting your new boyfriend. You've
Yeah.
lied to him all night long. He comes up to me and thinks he's fallen in love with you, except he's in love with the not real Susan. How would I proceed?
You pull me by the ear
No.
and get me in the room. Are you crazy, Susan? Why are you lying? This man's fallen in love with you. How could you do that?
Is that, I swear to God, we do you know me? Hello. Do you know what I would do, Susan?
What?
I would say, Sam.
Don't fall in love with her.
No, I would say, Sam,
No,
I'm so
teasing.
happy. I love her too. She's such a wonderful person. I'm glad you're getting to know her. And as you get to know her more, you're going to fall in love with her more. You say the nice thing. You don't.
That's what I said. And
No,
then you
you
get me
said I would
aside and tell
no,
me.
I would not.
Not him. I didn't say him.
That-
I was right, people. Ladies and gentlemen, two right. Two right.
You know what?
Yes.
I think we're going to
You
play.
wouldn't say anything to me later?
Okay, well, you know we're going to start playing on this? Pin the tail on the donkey, because that's about the level I think you're at here.
You know, rudeness will not be accepted here. No, seriously. You wouldn't say anything to me later
Absolutely
if you
not.
knew.
Susan.
If you knew, listen, shh, if you knew I was lying to him and then this man told you that later when we hang out that night, he leaves, you're going to say, Susan, why did you lie to him? This man's fallen for you. Did you read it right?
Oh, I read it right. You know why? Because,
Why?
Susan, you and I've talked about this. You are who you are, and I am who I am. And
Well,
you
what
know,
would you do?
for everybody out there, Susan and I love each other. We're really good friends.
We
Not
are.
everything that Susan does, I agree with. Not everything I do.
a lot.
Not everything I do. But here's the deal. We're adults, and we're pretty well baked. So we're not going to change. So no, Susan, I wouldn't tell you that. You're going to do what you're going to do. And I love you. You're my friend. And I'd wish you, Godspeed in the relationship.
So you'd keep that to yourself? You wouldn't?
Yeah, I would not. You're right. All right. On that happy note, friends, that does it.
Kathy,
I
I want you to know what I would do.
No one cares, Susan. You failed. Go pin the
I
tail on the
figured
donkey.
that. Whatever. That does it for this episode of Happy Hour. Thank goodness. And thank you guys for joining us. I hope you had as many laughs as we did.
And you know what? We love these questions, even though Susan struggles to answer some of them. Just go to bachelornation.com/golden hour. Write us a question, write a comment. We love hearing what's on your mind. We love hearing your comments, your reviews. Just please keep them coming.
Yes, because without you, we wouldn't be here.
There you
Listen to
go.
Bachelor Happy Hour's Golden Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcast. Kat, that was fun.
It was so
today.
fun. See you next time.